Հանրային հեռուստաընկերության սիրելի հեռուստադիտող, այսօր մենք պատիվ ունենք մեզ մոտ իրականացնելու բացառիկ հարցազրույց աշխարհահռչակ վլոգեր Նասի հետ։ Նա այսօր մեզ մոտ է եւ ես սիրով ողջունում եմ նրան։ Բարև Nas ջան։ Hey Nas.
No Armenian, sorry.
All right, sure.
Hi, how are you, Armenia?
Very good, very good. And how do you feel in Armenia?
It's not as hot as people said it was. Right. I love it. People are really friendly, and I'm
they haven't been to Palestine to compare with, I guess. That's why we're telling it.
That's
so,
true.
Right?
That's true.
Okay, the most philosophical question for you: how's life?
How's life? 1/3 done. Life's good. Life's good. It's my first time in Armenia.
Yep.
I come from Israel and the United States and Palestine, whichever one you want.
Yep.
And this is not this is true. I really.
It's a progress. Always better and better and better.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. 100%.
Very good. Very good. All right. The most classical part and the standard question that we have to ask: the worst and the best parts of Armenia.
The worst and the best parts. Okay.
I know it's easy to talk about the best one.
No, I'll tell you about the worst one for sure.
Sure.
The best one, I think, is well, I mean, the Pulpulax is one of them, but it's like not that big of a deal. Even though I made it look like a big deal.
I enjoyed that one.
It was really fun.
good. Yeah, I mean, it was the first one, like so much expected, and then it's Pulpulax there. It's amazing.
Pulpulax,
yeah.
like, I think the best part of Armenia is that how much of a community they are. Like if you're Armenian Syrian, or if you're Armenian Brazilian, or if you're Armenian, it's like
Palestinian,
or Armenian Palestinians. Like it's like shared identity.
True.
And it's so strong. It's as strong as I've seen it in Israel and in Palestine. It's one of the strongest I've seen. That's what I like. What I don't like is that every restaurant here smells like smoke.
Yeah, that's true.
Smoking indoors in Armenia, I'm not used to it because it's not allowed in Israel or in the United States. But that's the only thing I'm like, what the heck is going on here, you know?
Yeah, well, I guess there's going to be some improvement, so it's a motivation to be back to check whether there was anything improved or not.
And the infrastructure.
You tell it now and you're coming back.
Yeah, hopefully. I'll come back next year. I'm thinking of
that.
buying something here, so I'll be here regularly. It's very close.
Sounds perfect. You have the choice, either the coffee or the cognac. Generally, when we're hosting, don't pay attention to the cups, because when we're hosting someone, we're just providing also cognac on these cups so that no one feels.
Now, in some TV programs, you're not allowed to drink alcohol on TV.
Yeah.
I assume that's not a problem in Armenia.
It's a free TV.
Okay, let's do cognac then.
The cognac.
Yeah.
Okay, now we know. It reminds me the story where when you met the president, the Armenian president, and you had some cognac with him. Tell me about the impressions. You know, I'm the general producer of this TV and have never had the chance. So, you know,
I'll tell you this.
Envy, so.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
We've met politicians before, and they all had a politician's hat. Like I felt like I could never talk to them as a human, for God's sake. It's like, can I talk to you as a human? And they're like, no, I'm a politician. But with the president of Armenia, I was like, okay, I'm going to talk to you as a politician because you're the president. And then he was like, no, talk to me as a human. And that was great. We connected him personally. We talked about religion, politics, science, and cognac.
He's a cool guy, yeah.
He's a really cool guy. Yeah, we like him. Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You put a lot. You put too much.
You think so? Okay. It's a bit different than the one that you tried.
It's too much.
Okay.
Cognac, Armenian cognac is way too strong for me.
Yeah, it is, probably. Are you going to take some with you? No?
The problem with making daily videos is that you have no time to party, drink, do anything fun.
So sometimes you have to do what you don't want to do. You were having some shows, the TEDx talk in Colombia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
you did your homework.
Oh yeah, I did. And you were telling that if you want to do something, then go for that. Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, you have to do something that you do not like. I mean, you have to do something, but you have to do that for reaching the goal that you want to go there. Yeah. So how did you combine? I mean, are you doing anything that you don't like to do and you have to do, but it helps to get there to the one that you want to do?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. So do people know what I do? If you don't know what Nas Daily is, I make videos every single day of my life. Today is 834.
We're gonna get to 1,000, right?
We're gonna get to 1,000.
Yep.
And I put these videos on Facebook, and all of a sudden, millions started watching those videos, and I feel very lucky. I quit my job 834 days ago because I didn't like doing it. And I thought that I'm gonna quit it, and I'm only gonna do things that I love to do. And I love doing this, but I feel like sometimes you have to do things you don't like to do just to get to the things you like to do. So part of that for me is to, like, let's say, charge my batteries for my camera. I don't like doing it. Even make videos, right? Maybe I don't like doing videos, but I get to talk to you, talk to the president, meet a million Armenians because of my videos. So I love doing my video. I don't like video making by itself as a profession, but I love doing it. I feel like I have to do it so that I can meet you.
The interaction.
So it makes sense. It's a cost-benefit analysis. You know?
Sounds really, yeah, it makes sense, surely. Yeah. And now we're going to watch some of your videos to see what it is all about, the interaction.
Please. Who is this guy? Yeah.
Դիտենք հիմա այդ տեսանյութը։
What you see here is a water fountain. I know it sounds boring, but trust me, this one is worth your time.
Because this water fountain is one of hundreds planted in the country of Armenia!
People spent their own money to build these fountains so that here you don't need to buy water bottles anymore, you don't need to spend money on plastic anymore, and everyone is well hydrated everywhere in the city, both humans and animals alike. You walk, you drink, you leave. This is the land of free water! In their local Armenian language, they call these fountains
Pulpulak.
In my language, I call it a genius system to reduce plastic, spending, and water waste. And all of this I learned from a water fountain.
What's the 50%? What's going to be there? Because 34 is all about your life in Palestine, the career and studies of the United States, now the videos, the vlogging, and...
So you're asking like what's next?
Exactly, to get to the 50%.
So for those that don't know, I wear the same t-shirt. It says 1/3 of my life is done, which means I'm 26, I'm supposed to live to 75. 26 out of 75 is 34%. I'm 1/3 dead.
Yeah.
And so you're asking me what will I do around half of my life, so when I'm 40. It's a very good question. I think, you know, everybody tries to change the world, right? Everybody wants to inspire or change the world. And it's like, it's such a lofty cause. And there's many ways to change it. You can become a teacher and educate people and change the world. You can make videos about things that matter and millions see them and you can change the world. Or you can be a politician and change the world. One thing I realized that the most effective and the most dangerous and the most amazing way to change the world, unfortunately, is through politics. You know, you can become a teacher for 50 years and you'll change the world, but at the end of the day, the president is going to make a law that affects your life right now, right here. So I feel like if you really want to change the world, unfortunately, you have to be in that game of politics. So that's somewhat interesting because, you know, like someone is doing something wrong and it's about time, you know, we do something right.
That's true. Okay, going back to the U.S., you know, you're coming from a small country as ours, and I just I just want to
very similar.
Very similar. So, just want to understand the factor of the country. You know, the United States. It's a bigger country.
Yeah.
It's a bigger university.
Yeah.
And I guess you have to think bigger, right? You learn there. So, what would you suggest? You know, to people who are living in a smaller country like ours? Because here we probably think smaller.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is a problem. I can't deny it. You know, it's, I feel like when I'm in New York, I feel like I can change the world. When I'm on an island, I feel like I'm just living, you know? And it's a terrible feeling when you live in a small country and you feel like the best you can do is reach 3 million people. Or the best you can do is make $1 million instead of $1 billion, right? Because the market is so small. And in these times, I'm reminded of Israel, right? Because I come from Israel. And it's 8 million people, and maybe like 5 million more outside of Israel that are Jewish. And these guys, I'm not Jewish and I'm not here to promote Israel, but these guys have managed to build a tech industry that's huge. They managed to send something to space, 1 out of 10 countries to do so, and they're smaller than Armenia in size. And there's 8 million people that live in Israel, almost as much as Armenia. It's definitely not 100 million.
So it's a matter of here, right?
It really is a matter of here. You look at Israel, and you know, despite the problems with Palestine, and I'm Palestinian too, these have managed. These guys have managed to build great tech industries, and I'm seeing in Armenia, you know, Tumo and you know, like the Smart Wallet and PixArt and all these companies. I mean, I feel like, you know, size doesn't matter when it comes to your brain. So
Yeah. So,
there's a lot you can do here.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
And coming some of your terms, you know, the terms that quite inspire and motivate, that's the intervention. You know, while reading your story, you reminded me that Paulo Coelho's, the main character at The Alchemist, the Santiago. Whenever he was feeling comfortable, he was feeling that's the right time to do the intervention.
Yeah.
So when you're feeling comfortable with the people, do you think that there should be still some intervention? Does this rule apply to people? The girlfriend? That's
such a great question. Good. I'm glad you're not asking easy questions. I've actually had this mentality at college that I didn't want any close group of friends. Like I didn't want any like 5 best friends. And the reason for that is because I felt you get too comfortable and then you don't need a reason to meet any more people, and you have no reason to make anything else more interesting in your life. And certainly when my job got comfortable, I certainly quit it. And you asked the question about what if your relationship with your girlfriend gets too comfortable, do you break up? And luckily, I fight with my girlfriend every day. So it's never comfortable. We talk about breakup every day. It's never comfortable.
We say hello to her. That's so good.
Hello, girlfriend. Yeah. So I love the fact that my relationship with my girlfriend is like this and this and this and this. Because if it was like this, then it's too boring. It's too comfortable. So you have to quit it.
So the rule applies. It's a
the
universal
rule does
rule.
apply, unfortunately.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it does apply.
Yeah.
You can easily get bored, and I feel like it's kind of scary when it's pretty scary when you reach a comfort level. It's pretty scary because like you don't go out anywhere from there.
I see. Turning from philosophical questions to more infrastructural ones, who's your team?
My team?
Yeah.
My team. Where is he? Project Nightfall is my team.
Oh yeah, the team is there.
My team is there.
All right, let's invite the team. The team is coming here. Here it is.
The one-person team.
Nas, I thought you were gonna welcome your team.
He's a lot cooler than me, so he doesn't need any.
Okay, you didn't want him to be here. Okay.
I'm cool myself to not like overdose it, you know. Here I am. Hi, I'm the team. I'm Egon. Nice to meet you.
We're a team of 3 people,
Yeah.
traveling around the world. I started this, you know, by myself around the world, and then I realized I can't do it by myself because it's too hard, man. Making a video every single day is exhausting. And so I was lucky to find really insanely amazing people who can do this with me. Egon from Project Nightfall, he's from Poland. And my girlfriend, she's from Los Angeles. And now as 3 people, if you can see in the videos or something on the screen, we're just traveling anywhere around the world that we find interesting, and we make videos there.
All right, you know, you got the real chance now to tell what are you generally mad about when it's about Nas, you know, nervous, mad?
165 days of working together every single day for 24 hours every single day. We never fought. We are good friends. There's no fighting between us.
Bravo,
you know?
bravo,
We never
bravo.
fought.
That's how you
true.
maintain a good relationship.
That's true. Good job. And it's not because of me. It's because of you.
No, it's both of us.
Okay, you keep continuing. You know, the
If you're
comments.
not
I'm waiting here. Sure.
Please
It's so good. You know,
insert the nice
Armenia is a
music.
platform where they communicate together. I'm really happy about it. Sure. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
And we just happen to have Armenians who really like what we do.
That's amazing. Just tell me, because you're in the television, so we do have lots of post-production and stuff. So just to understand how much time it takes to have one video.
To make a 1-minute video, on average, it costs 6 hours to shoot, 3 hours to edit, and 24 hours to think. You know, it's a lot of.
That's the formula.
Yes, you never not think. It's very time consuming. What's the video? What's the idea? I'm in Armenia. What is interesting about Armenia? What is not boring? Because if I go and make this building in Armenia is there for 200 years and it has this, nobody cares, right? Outside of Armenia, nobody cares about this building.
True.
So how do I make Armenia interesting to someone that's in like Colombia? And that's the really hard question, right? And that's what we struggle with every single day. Our job here is not to make a, you know, Tatev wings or to make a travel tour guide. Our job here is to make Armenia appealing to someone that doesn't know about Armenia.
Well, let's watch one of your hard works right now. Սիրելի ուրցադիտողներ, հիմա միասին դիտենք եւս մի հոլովակ, որի վրա այդքան ջանք է ծախսվում։
Everyone knows that children learn very quickly. And whatever they learn, they keep for the rest of their life. That's why here in the country of Armenia, I was amazed to see that in addition to math and science, children also learn chess. Here, every child is taught chess with dedicated schools and classrooms. This teaches them how to focus, compete, and develop their cognitive skills. So they grow up to become grandmasters like this guy with highly developed brains.
All from a game of chess.
Armenia is one of the best countries at chess in the world. Just ask their president.
Yes, I'm the president and we love chess.
But this isn't just about chess, it's about what we teach children. If we teach them discipline, patience, strategy, and focus from a young age, we can create a world where everyone is a grandmaster. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow! Yes!
It's amazing to see that you're providing so much information within 1 minute. I think it's really hard to create shorter videos rather than the longer ones, right?
Yeah, you gotta cut a lot.
Yeah, so how do you deal with the whole information? How do you decide? Do you always have the feeling, I should have probably posted that part of the information, or you're always satisfied what you're doing that within the 1 minute?
We make a lot of mistakes.
Okay.
Nobody sees the mistakes we do because we're the ones that we. But it's you know, to get you to care about something or to get you to cry because of a 60-second video, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of like music production, a lot of scripting, a lot of shooting. It's not easy, and I feel like sometimes, let's say if I want to talk about the Azerbaijan-Armenia conflict, for example, okay? If I make that in a minute video, I will never make that video, but if I did, you need an hour. And,
Sure.
and I made a lot of videos about the Israel-Palestine conflict in a minute, and every single video people say, well, you didn't talk about this, you didn't talk about that. You know, like, well, okay, we get it.
Lots of expectations.
You have to be laser focused when you make those videos, or else, you know, everybody can make a 2-hour-long video. Just keep the camera rolling, you know? The idea is like, what is the most important thing, and what can you film in those 60 seconds?
Thank you. One of the classical journalistic questions, Armenia is among the 10 most favorite countries that you have visited. What are the other 10 that you don't seem to like much?
The one I don't like?
Yeah.
Oh, you asked me about my least favorite countries.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a very simple.
It's very simple. Okay.
Very simple question. It's South Africa.
I was worried to ask that question, but it's so good that it's simple for you. Okay.
No,
sure.
it's I don't like South Africa.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy it.
Reason?
Reason, I was thinking more about your race there than anything else. Like, I wasn't enjoying the nature.
Really?
They still have a lot of race issues. Like, are you colored, or are you black, or are you white, or are you Indian, or are you brown? And it's like, God, I'm sick of thinking about race. You know, black people hang out with each other, white people hang out with each other, and you know, I see the same problems in Israel. Jews hang out with each other, Muslims hang out with each other, but in South Africa, it has quite a few problems, unfortunately.
It's a daily issue. Yeah, I guess.
And I don't want to generalize. Like, obviously, there's good in every country in the world, but for me, maybe that's not the place for me.
All right, what have you learned from, I mean, anything that you learned from your characters? Something important? Anything you taught, the value, the worldview?
Well, I mean, you know,
method?
humans are so more similar than they think, because everybody likes to think they're unique, right? It's like, wow, we are here in Brazil, we are so unique, we are Brazilians, or even Armenia, right? We are in Armenia, we are so unique. But then humans are so similar.
As if it's a planet. Planet of Armenia.
Yeah, as if it's a planet, right? There's only one planet, Earth and Iceland. But it's like, you know, Armenians say, oh, I'm sorry we're 20 minutes late. It's Armenian hour.
Yeah.
And then in Brazil, you get the same thing. Oh, we're sorry we're 20 minutes late to the meeting. It's Brazilian hour.
Oh.
Everybody is so late to the meetups. It's like a constant, universal feature that we're noticing around the world. So it's kind of cute to see how, like, really nothing is different around people.
We're humans everywhere.
It's kind of a boring answer, right? It's a boring answer because, like, everyone is the same. And it's like, I wish I had a different answer, but it's the most boring answer and it's the most true.
Smile. Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
If you would have the chance to tell something, a message to the Armenian audience, Armenians all over the world, Armenia.
Go for it.
Go for it. Give us a public challenge.
Dear Armenia, you don't know us. We know you a little bit for 1 week only, but here's the message to us. We like this country so much that we're seriously considering buying an apartment here because we seriously think, at least I don't know about you.
No, I think that way, and We change countries every week. So
every week.
Just to add.
So we don't buy an apartment every week in every country. Trust me, we don't have the money for that. But I feel like in 10 years, everyone here will be richer, more developed, and more prosperous.
Yeah.
And we're willing to put money behind that belief. And we hope that you share this belief as well. Armenia has its fair share of problems, but I generally think that this reminds me...
Good things are stronger.
Good things will come when people are so united together to make this country successful after all the tragedies that happened before. And so we believe in that, and thank you so much for your time.
Let it be.
Let it be.
Perfect.
Thank
you so much.
Awesome.
Woo! Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Coming to your dreams, what are you dreaming about? Anything?
Or
you have been dreaming and it has changed the formats, the reasons?
I dream. Well, it's a hard question. There's a lot of dreams, but I dream to one day feel satisfied.
Okay.
It's
the satisfaction.
Yeah, because
wouldn't it be boring to be satisfied?
Well, it gets taxing. It gets very taxing when every day of your life you're like, this is not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. It's great. It's the reason I made Nas Daily. It's not enough, not enough. But at some point I can see it's going to be taxing. And when you start looking at people and say they're not enough, that's when you have a problem.
Truly.
So, like you look at your wife and you're like, oh, I wish I had a better wife.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? Like these thoughts in your brain, they're dangerous. So I dream of one day not having these thoughts. But pretty much constantly I have these thoughts. Even after this interview is over, what if I could have done better, you know? And it's like that's a shitty thought, but I haven't.
Thanks a lot. Really,
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot.
Thank you so much.
It was a big pleasure hosting you here at the public.
Thank you, really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for coming.
Thank you, Armenia, and I'll see you on the streets.
Yeah, surely. Next year, you promise. Մենք սիրով այսօր հյուրընկալեցինք աշխարհահռչակ վլոգեր Նասին։ Շնորհակալ եմ ուշադրության համար, ասեմ, որ տեսանյութը նաև կլինի մեր on-line տիրույթում եւ մենք կհանդիպենք շուտով։ Մինչ հանդիպում։